There's a strange thing that happens when you're stressed about money. You're not actually thinking about money most of the time. You're thinking about the absence of it. You're lying awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, listening to that weird noise your car is making, wondering if this is the moment you're about to lose $3,000 you absolutely do not have. You're sitting in a meeting at work, your boss is talking, and you're nodding along, but you haven't heard a single word because in your head, you're calculating whether your next paycheck will cover rent, food, and that bill you forgot about. You're at the grocery store doing mental math aisle by aisle. You're turning down plans with friends, not because you don't want to go, but because you're silently calculating whether you can afford to exist socially this month. And it's exhausting. Not the kind of exhaustion sleep fixes, the kind that lives in your brain, that constant background noise trying to solve an equation that mathematically does not work. Most people think financial stress comes from not having enough money. That's only half the truth. The real issue is this: when you don't have money, you don't have peace, you don't have calm, you don't have control, and you definitely don't have confidence. And without those things, your brain never shuts off. My name is Noble, and I've spent way too much time thinking about money. Not just how to earn it, but how it affects your brain, your decisions, and your quality of life. Welcome to Noble Invest. If you're curious about what real financial calm looks like and how to build it step by step without needing to be rich, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button if this video helps you finally understand how to stop stressing about money. Because financial calm is not what most people think it is. Financial calm is not being wealthy. It's not having $1 million. It's not driving a luxury car. It's not retiring at 30. I know people making six figures who are constantly stressed about money. They worry about losing their job. They worry about inflation. They worry they're still not doing enough. They do the same mental math, just with bigger numbers. And I know people making 40 or 50,000 a year who sleep peacefully every night because they've built something most high earners never do. Financial calm. Financial calm is knowing that if something goes wrong tomorrow, you'll be okay. It's grocery shopping without calculating every item. It's saying no to opportunities that feel wrong instead of saying yes out of desperation. It's waking up without immediately checking your bank account. That's peace. And it's not that hard to build once you know what to build and in what order. Most people think the first step to financial peace is making more money. That's wrong. The first step is building a buffer. I call it a calm buffer because that's what it actually creates. When you have zero savings, your brain is on high alert 24/7. When you have even $1,000 saved, something changes. Not because $1,000 is life-changing money, but because it represents options. Your car breaks down, it costs $500 without a buffer. That's panic. Credit cards, borrowing, shame, sleepless nights. With a buffer, you fix the car. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but it's not a crisis. That's the first taste of peace. When you build your buffer to 3 months of living expenses, your brain gets a different signal. It stops screaming survival. Most people living paycheck to paycheck are stuck in survival mode. Their brain literally cannot think long term. Take the job you hate. Stay in the toxic situation. Say yes to everything because survival comes first. When your brain knows you're safe for a few months, it lowers the volume. That's when growth becomes possible. This is where people mess up. They think control means tracking every penny like a financial detective. That's not control, that's anxiety. Real control is simply knowing where your money is going. Most people don't. Money disappears and they have no idea how. So do this. For 1 month, write down what you spend, not to judge yourself, not to feel guilty, just to see. And what you'll find is usually shocking. Subscriptions you forgot about, coffee you didn't plan for, small expenses bleeding you dry. The moment you see it, you get power. You choose what stays. You cut what doesn't matter, and that choice creates calm. Not all debt is equal. A reasonable mortgage, not the same as credit card debt. High interest debt is toxic. Credit cards are a trap disguised as convenience. Interest compounds against you. You make payments and barely touch the balance. It's financial suffocation. Paying off high interest debt isn't just a money move, it's a mental health move. People describe it like a weight lifted off their chest. That's not exaggeration, that's peace returning. Financial calm requires confidence, not arrogance. Confidence, saving your first thousand, paying off your first card, cutting expenses and seeing results. Each win proves something. I can do this. Confidence creates momentum. Momentum changes your identity. You stop being someone money happens to, you become someone who makes things happen. This is where everything changes. Most people operate from scarcity. Money feels fragile. Saving feels like deprivation. Investing feels scary, so they don't do it. People with financial calm see money differently. Money becomes a tool. Saving becomes power. Investing becomes freedom. Same income, different mindset, different life. Financial calm follows a sequence. Stop the bleeding. Build a buffer. Gain control. Eliminate toxic debt. Create small wins. Shift your mindset. That's it. No shortcuts, no hacks, just foundation. Because it feels slow, it's boring. Nobody brags about saving $1,000. But this boring work is what separates people who build wealth from people who stay stuck forever. Financial calm is available to you, not someday, not when you're rich. Now, it requires intention, patience, discipline, and yes, it's worth it because peace is priceless. Trust me on this.